I have not a very good answer to this question.
Dr. Oppenheimer,
Only
nevertheless, with all
and
the
I wrote that old
rationalization...
time song of mine, both words and music, of After the Ball. You know, I have a great fondness for that old song, which I composed way back in 1892. Would you like to hear it? Well, I'm going to try and sing it for you. Of course, I haven't got a voice like Caruso, but the sentiment is still there. And I hope that you will enjoy it the same as your mothers did years ago. A little maiden climbed an old man's...
Do not think that our consciences should be entirely easy at stepping out of the path of studying nature, learning the truth about it, to change the course of human history. Long ago, I said once that in a crude sense, which no vulgarity and no humor could quite erase, the physicists had known since.
He knew the world would not be the same. Few people laughed. Few people cried. Most people were silent. I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." I suppose we all thought that one way or another.
Why is that hope failed in realization?
Well, look, I think I may have said that then. I think I wrote it recently. I said two things: new patterns of behavior and new institutions.
I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Well,
there you are, Fido.
When you remember
now you lead us on, and we're all going to join in with you on the
causes
chorus.
of conflict between the Soviet Union and the United States, which have bedeviled us for 20 years,
please join in
and which are by no means
song,
in any conventional sense solved, when you remember the ideological ferocity that animated the post-war communists and that we see now in the Chinese unmuted form. You think of the anti-communist ferocity with which we met this, the notion that there is a telephone communication between the White House and the Kremlin to make sure that there are no misunderstandings is a damn new pattern of behavior. I think it's something that almost without precedent in wars or conflicts which have such a total character as that between the communists and the free world has tended to have. I think the notion that the United States should be fixing up its power to fight limited engagements on the ground and in the air with old-fashioned weapons that we hope are a little better than they used to be. Not as a step in conquering the world, but as a step in giving a chance to think, to pause, to argue, and to persuade before a Holocaust. That's a pattern that I believe is not familiar either. When you think that for years the intellectuals of Russia were interested in France, and the United Kingdom, and the United States, have gotten together to talk to each other about the problems of armament and the problems of the application of science and the problems of maintaining the peace. This also is not quite something that is familiar The institutions are not there. The patterns are faulty, frail, very vulnerable. But there is a wind blowing.
And Dr. Oppenheimer, from all that you have said, it seems that when you contemplate the future, there's more with hope than with pessimism. Or is that an oversimplification?
Yes, I've tried to talk about the hopeful things. The unhopeful ones jump to everyone's mind. Will the Chinese change their views of human destiny and